go back over what I just said. Sorry. I'll do it as quickly as possible. Perfect. Okay. So let me close that. All right. So welcome again to our trading session. Let me pull this one up now. Your channel. Okay, here we go. All right, so first we have to check the news, and we're looking at forexfactory.com, yellow folder, low impact, orange folder, medium impact, red folder, high impact. So any currency that has a red folder, we are not going to be entering that trade, right? Not going to take any trade ideas with that currency. So right now it is after 11. So I'm gonna look here. The last thing was an orange folder at 10:30. So, we can trade US dollar. It's after 11. We're just going to reduce our risk. We're going to be doing 1%. That's what I recommend, right? 1% per trade. Based on the size of your account, you determine what that 1% looks like. Trading more than that is, for the big dogs. But this is an amateur session, for beginners. So you want to take heed, trade 1%. All right. So after looking at this is what helps you determine what you're not going to trade. So now let us look at what we are going to trade. And for that, I'm going to be looking at currency strengths. I'm looking at finviz.com there. And I'm going to select Forex. When it comes to the currency strength, we want to trade things with the greatest divide. So to the left, we have the strongest currency. To the right, we have the weakest currency, and then everything in between, right? So right now, looking at this, I know that I want to analyze NZD USD, because that's great separation right there. So I'm going to look at NZD USD. I'm also going to look at Euro USD. And when it comes to trading, you want to figure out what the trend is, right? If it's an upward trend, then that's a bullish move. That means price is going up. You want to buy the market, right? So if I call out a bullish idea, you want to buy the market. And when currency one is stronger than currency two in a pairing, that's when you look for bullish ideas. But in this instance, we're looking at two bearish ideas because currency one is NZD in the pair that I called out, and it's weaker. So when currency one is weaker than currency two, we're going to be seeing a downward trend. So it's a bearish idea, right? So to analyze these two currency pairs, I'll be using TradingView, which is a free site. There is a paid version, but we're going to use the free version. The paid version just gives you added options, added features. We're going to look at this. And remember, I said that NZD USD, it's bearish, so it's trending down. And we see it right here. Let's get rid of these indicators. It's definitely bearish, right? Definitely going down. There's no denying, So we're looking at NZD USD, we're looking at Euro USD. That never did come to the price that I was waiting on. So I'm gonna cancel, let me X out these alerts. All right. So we're gonna analyze the market here. But before we do the analysis, let me get you set up to trade if you are new. You can go ahead and create a demo account, which I'll show you how to do that right now. We're going to do a demo account with Pocket Option, and this is not me endorsing Pocket Option over any other broker. You can trade with whatever broker you like, but just for the purpose of this call, I know that I can just quickly show you how to create a free demo. Actually, let me log out. Let me log out and start from scratch. So you're going to go to pocketoption.com and you're going to see a beautiful picture of an island. It looks really peaceful and serene. And you can register using Facebook or Google. So if you have a Facebook account, a lot of people do, you can simply use your Facebook credentials to log in. If you have Google, you can use your Google credentials. Now, if you think that you may want to make this your account that you trade with the real money, you want to not use Facebook or Google. I would feel more comfortable using an email and a password that I made up for myself, just specifically for this. But whatever you decide to do, go ahead and do that, whether you're registering using Facebook, Google, or email and password. I'm going to log in. So I'll meet you over on the other side. I'm not a robot. Check that. I'm not a robot. All right, so now I'm in. I'm going to go to the demo account. Okay, so it's going to look like this when you log in, with your candles, but I'm going to do a few amendments, right? So when you first log in, it's probably going to be on stocks. So you want to hit this button here, and then you'll have this box. It will be on stocks. You just want to select currencies. You can trade currencies, cryptocurrencies, commodities, stocks, indices, but we want it on currencies. So go ahead and select currencies. And then it is based on percentage payout from highest percentage all the way to lowest. But I like to have it on A to Z because I know the alphabet. So when you're going to select your currency pair, it makes it easier for you to find whatever currency you're looking for, right? And then you just can click outside the box to get rid of that. Next thing is you'll have it on candles. The green candles are bullish, meaning they open up at the bottom and they close at the top, right? But we're going to change it to the line chart, and then I'm going to toggle it to the right so I can see the area, and I click outside here, right? And I'm just going to drop this to M1. So there are 4 things that you're looking for when you are going to enter a trade. First thing is the currency pair, and you would go here to select that. So I said we're going to analyze NZD USD and Euro USD. Euro USD, it's already here. So let's look for NZD USD. Remember, I have it set up alphabetically now. So I go to N and there's NZD USD. I'd select that. So that's step 1. You're gonna listen for the currency. So that's the first thing. Second thing is the time. For the purposes of this, once we're analyzing and taking trades, in Pocket Option, I always just do 5 minutes. So I would click on this M1 and then I would select M5, 5 minutes. And that's so I can give the trade time to do what it needs to do. But I'm going to do a quick demo. So I'm going to do a 1 minute trade just to show you how it works, right? So currency pair, time. Next thing is the price. Now, the price is constantly moving. This blue dot represents price. So it's constantly moving. So after the analysis, I'll say, okay, we're going to get in at 0.6874 something. No, I'm not going to say all that. I'm going to just call out the last three numbers because it's a lot to say, right? So currency pair, timing, the strike price, I'm going to call out the last three. So you listen out for the last three. And then I'm going to tell you whether it's a bullish or bearish idea. And that's number 4. So a bullish idea, you press the green button for price to go up. See, when I hover over it, that green arrow popped up over the blue dot. Now I'm off, it's gone. Now it's here. So that's a bullish idea. If I say it's a bearish idea, that means price is going down and you'd want to hit the red button. And it's conveniently positioned, green on top, the red on bottom. So, you know, and so if it's a bullish idea and I call out the last three, you're going to be looking for the price to come to those last three numbers or lower, right? For a bullish idea, you want to get in as low as possible to then go up. For a bearish idea, you want to get in at that price or higher to come down. Anybody have any questions based on what they've seen or heard? No? Okay. So let's take a trade. Let's get some participation. Who do we have here? Latasha, can you tell me if do you think price is gonna keep going up or you think price is gonna go down? Just if you have to guess. Is price gonna go up or down? You can unmute yourself or you can just type it in the chat. In the next minute, do you think this blue dot is gonna keep going up or you think it's gonna drop? What do you think?
Hopefully.
I didn't hear that. Wow, you sound like a robot. I said, I'm not a robot. Are you a robot?
No, but it went up. I thought it was gonna go up, but then it had went down.
You think it's gonna go up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hit the up button. Thank you. Sounds like you're driving. Thank you for participating. Okay. All right, so we hit the up button and so we're in the trade. So all we need is for price to come above this green line and stay above the green line by expiration, which is this vertical line here. Do we think it's gonna happen? Oh, what's gonna happen? So okay, so it did not happen. And I'm glad that things panned out this way because that shows you that this is not Vegas. This is not a guessing game. We need to do analysis. So now let's go over to TradingView and do that analysis. So I had said we're going to analyze Euro USD and NZD USD. So we're on the Euro USD chart already. So I'm just going to take a quick look. What time is it? 11:27. Okay. Okay. Right now, I would say 038 or higher for the south side for bearish move on Euro USD, just really quickly. And let's see if it comes anywhere near there. Trying to catch something for 11:30. Let me look at NZD USD very quickly. This actually not looking that awesome. I would say for NZD USD, is that 811? Yeah, 811 or higher. And this looks a little bit more promising to me. Let's see. 811 or higher. I'm going to change this to M5. Oh, it didn't quite make it up there by 11:30. 11:30 is a turnaround, so I don't like it like that. Yeah, it's gonna turn around. That was the half an hour time frame, so it didn't quite go up there because of that. But yeah, that's how we take a trade. If it breaks this and closes below, all right, it's not doing that. All right, let's look at something else. So I don't know why this does this. So, and then let's go back. All right. And you lost a little strength. Stop. Okay. A lot of times it's not really moving. Like honestly, the way all those folders were looking to this morning, it's not even, I wouldn't even really want to be trading. But I'm here because of the session. I found that when there's a lot of news on USD, it affects everything. So that's why I didn't bother trading this morning, and I missed the 6 o'clock time. But too much going on the US dollar, and I see that 2 o'clock, there's going to be a red folder again. So yeah, it's really not a good time. But you see, what I'm always looking for when it comes to trading, when it's a trending market, I want to sell the floor of a downtrend. When it's an uptrend, I like to buy the ceiling. So that's the markup that I had done. I had marked up a floor. This was a floor. So then you see it became a ceiling here. So you sell the floor of a downtrend because the floor becomes the ceiling for you to get back in and go down. And here was another floor here. So it had to come up here and go down, but price is above this ceiling. So I'm like, okay, what's the next one? So I was looking to see if it would come up here to go down, but it just didn't cooperate. And it's actually not really moving that much. So same thing with NZD USD. I was wanting to see if it would come and retest at this floor to come up and go down, but it didn't quite come up there because that 11:30 is on the half hour, on the 45 minutes, and on the hour are key times when the market turns around. So it happened, so price didn't quite come up to where I was looking for it to come up to. But we see that the market really isn't moving, and the two pairs I'm analyzing has the US dollar in it. So let me I really don't like to do some other pairs, but let me take a look at Euro JPY. That doesn't have any US dollar in it. Um there we go. So Euro JPY, Euro, the first currency, is weaker than JPY, the second, because Euro is further to the right. So we know that also is going to be a bearish move, right? South side. So let's do our analysis for that. I said we sell the floor. Even though it's a downtrend, we see that it's been having an upward momentum on the 15-minute. So that's not promising either, on the 5-minute rather. Let me, so on the 15-minute, here's a floor. Remember but it's above that floor. Here's another one. And another one. Got a couple of floors here. Yeah, so when it's like this, you want to decide, so which one of these prices do I really want to be looking at? So then I'll come and I'll get Hourglass, which is a software I have access to being in the academy. I'm going to select Market Trap. There we go. Euro JPY. Yeah, so I need the stochastic and the RSI to be at red, and I need a red arrow, and I need it to be up here. So we know that this needs to come up here. So the price I'm gonna recommend now is 205 or higher for bearish move. 205 or higher for Euro JPY. And if it doesn't come up there, we're just not gonna get in the trade. And that is quite all right. Every day can't be the bomb trading day. Uh it's just understanding when the market is really not cooperating to be able to, not hit that button. Or if you must, be in a demo account. But the market really isn't moving that much today. So yeah, we needed to come up. We needed to come up. So I know I said 205, but we see that this EMA is running through right here, and that's 183. So some people may jump in at 183. There's also the purple EMA, which is the super trend, signifying the downtrend, and that's at 193. So it's really this zone from 183 to 205, anywhere around there may be the area. So when I see it looking like that, in my other broker that I normally use, I would be in it for 4 minutes so that if I need to buy more time, I can. So then I would be in a trade for 8 minutes if need be, so it can do what it does, you know, because the market is looking a little iffy. It really is. All right, so yeah, I'm not seeing any setups to die for, and I'm not gonna jump in a trade just because. That's not how we do it. I don't just jump in a trade just because I have to. I don't have to. I didn't get my setup. See, it's left. I didn't get my setup, and that's okay. Does anybody have any questions? All right, take care, Jamel. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Why does it keep doing this? All right. Mm. What else should I look at? Let me check AJ. Let's see. And all of these are down, but it doesn't really look like the market is really trending down per se. It's not a definitive downtrend right now. Looks more like consolidation, but this is a huge move to the downside. I don't know why that's happening. There is no news on JPY. Um, but like I said, when the US dollar has anything going on, it tends to affect everything because uh, there is no news on JPY. So why would that huge candle be there like that? Anywho, sell the floor. This is a floor right here. And it's right on it. That's a floor. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, this needs to pull back. We need a huge pullback here. I'd need to see it pull up to 998. Let's see. All right, if it pulls up to 18, I'd get in. 018 or higher for the south side. And I really don't see that happening. So nothing really set up today, and that's okay. But let us look at compounddaily.org. And this is so that you can customize your own trading plan. Now, with anything, you want to have a plan. If you're going to be a doctor, lawyer, teacher, hairstylist, you're going to have a plan of how you're going to get there, right? You got to take certain courses, whatever, so to achieve that ultimate goal. Same thing with trading. So you got to have a plan of action, daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals to hit whatever that target is. Say your goal is to hit that 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, right? If you want to trade and make $1 million, are you going to start off with that in mind? Like, oh yeah, I'm going to make $1 million. How are you going to get there, right? So we're going to use compounddaily.org. And say we start with 3 figures, $100, right? We want to plant that seed and we want that seed to grow. We want to get to 5 figures. You get to 5 figures, then the next goal can be the 6 figures, and then ultimately the 7 figures. So let's say we want to do that, $100, and let's say we want to grow that by 8% per day. That's once you are like a whiz at trading, like, yeah, I'm going to grow my account by 8%. Awesome. Let's do that for 60 days. And for those 60 days, we're not going to pull any money out. You're going to reinvest 100% of what you earn, right? And, oh, I hit the wrong thing, 100%. And we're not going to include the weekends because the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? The market is closed at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Friday evening. It doesn't reopen until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, right? So how much is this gonna grow to, right? $100. You know that if you put $100 in your checking or savings account, in 2 months you go back to that very same account, you just may have less than $100, depending on what type of account, what bank you're using, because a lot of these banks, they will charge you a maintenance fee for not having a high enough minimum balance, right? It's crazy. So 8%, considering that you will never make that in the bank, is really great. Some people are like, why not 10%? Why not 20%? 8% is good. And when you're brand new, actually, you may just want to be aiming for 2 to 4%. Nothing wrong with that, right? Because you wouldn't even get 1% with that money in the bank. You'll get like 0.0025, some ridiculous figure like that. So how much does this go to? All right. So day one, 8% of $100 is $8. So you just need to make $8 and stop trading, right? Now, earlier, remember I had said you're going to just risk 1% of your account. So because you're trying to make 8% doesn't mean that you're going to risk 8% in the market. You're going to risk 1%. 1% of $100 is a dollar. So you're going to take a dollar trades and you're going to trade a dollar as many times as you need to till you get to that $8 mark, right? Day two, 8% of $108, because we reinvest everything, is $8.64. And so on and so on. You find that by day 30, 8% is $74.54. So that's a lot better than $8, right? Because I know a lot of people were looking and saying, $8, people learning to trade to make $8. No, don't think about the dollar amount. Think about the interest. Think about the interest that you're making and recognize that you could make 8% every day anywhere else, right? But that 8% looks a lot better, right? In day 30. And on the last day, 8% is $750. So it's just by being diligent and, following a trading plan, knowing that your goal is at 8%. If you hit it, great. If you don't hit it, that's okay too. Because we know this is a calculator. So this is perfect math. We're humans. So we may not hit 8% every time, but if you were to fall short and do half and make $5,000 instead of 10,000, is that okay? To me, that's perfectly fine. To me, that's perfectly fine. So yeah, but you want to have your trading plan, you want to follow it, and yeah, that is basically going to be it for today. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take any trades, but fortunately, we didn't lose any money. So to me, that is a win. Anytime I cannot give my money to the market is a good day for me, right? Because, with trading and investing, you have to understand that there is the possibility that you can, take lessons. We don't call it loss, we call it lessons. And we want to minimize the lessons as much as we can. So I feel like it's a success. Virtual high five for that. And does anybody have any questions? No questions. All right, so to see more videos of me talking trading, just be subscribe to the Alethea B YouTube channel. I live stream on a Wednesday and on a Saturday, so feel free to join me any of those times. I also have my Twitterholic YouTube channel where I talk about things Twitter, right? So subscribe to me on the Twitterholic as well. And Nakaya, who was so graciously helping me out, dropping the trade ideas that I called out in the chat. She has her channel called Naturally Nakaya on YouTube as well. So, go check her out over there. And yeah, if you want to learn about different products that you can use that are chemical free. She works with Melaleuca, so it's all chemical free stuff. I see Brian saying happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Yes, for those who are into that, I guess happy Thanksgiving. Um but yeah, I'm Jamaican, so I Thanksgiving isn't really my thing. Even I really don't know what Thanksgiving is about. From a historic standpoint, it really doesn't to me. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving. um, um, but yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for helping me, Nakaya. Luke, thanks for joining. I hope you learned something. Goodbye out there in YouTube land. Let me stop this live stream.